There has been a record number of avalanche deaths this year across the Alps, and the reasons are complicated. This season we saw a lot of snowfall early on in the early winter, followed by weeks of fluctuating temperatures and minimal snowfall. Then there was a big dump in the new year, meaning you had a lot of snow on very unstable foundations. We've joined one of the rescue teams here in the French Alps in what's been a very testing period for them. There is an enthralling beauty to what sits atop of the Tarentaise, this imposing network of valleys in the French Alps. Below, the skiers appear ant-like. Millions are drawn here every year, but this season, avalanches have been especially prevalent. Frédéric Bonnevie has patrolled these pistes for more than 30 years and explains why the conditions are so unstable.
We've got a lot of snow at the end of October. And then for the Christmas holidays, we've got not enough snow. And then January was a month with a lot of snow and a lot of risk.
The foundations weren't sufficient to keep the snow on the mountain.
Exactly.
Regarde mon frère, ce qui se passe. Avalanche.
And this is what's been happening.
Le flippe grave là. Uh-oh.
They swallow everything in their path. This train in Switzerland last week was derailed. Somehow, no one was killed. If you're trapped under as little as half a metre of compressed snow, it can weigh a quarter of a tonne. The British make up nearly a third of those skiing here. And it seems recent events are front of mind.
There was lots of stories about avalanches all on our social media, so we're just feeling a little bit twitchy. Since Monday, everything seems to be much calmer. The avalanche risk has come down from 5 to 3. I felt much more reassured.
But the risk, officials say, is still high, especially with off-piste skiers who underprepare. Their message is that speed is everything. If someone has the right kit, they have a 70% chance of surviving. If they don't, it's 20%. And search methods range from the established to the pioneering. This drone uses AI to help find people
just keep patrol, rescue,
and even speak to them.
if you tell me, put your hand up.
The dangers of going off-piste have long been known to your advanced skier. And this increased powder, they say, makes for a more exhilarating experience. But because it's the type of snow that is changing, the risk of avalanches is only becoming greater. Avalanche deaths have been high before. So while there is a consensus that climate change is playing a part, it's not yet clear to what extent. But human complacency has a role too. And for officials, one of these challenges is tougher than the other. James Waterhouse, BBC News, the French Alps. As you can see, climate change is talked about. But what's interesting is that the rescue teams also blame experienced skiers, the types that go off-piste, for not being prepared enough. In the old days, they say, they would have waited a few days after snowfall to let it settle before venturing out into these mountains. Now there is a culture of one wanting to make the most of their week-long holiday. The Alps has seen high death rates before, but this season you really get a sense that it's been an especially challenging time.